Welcome, our dear listeners. My name is R Asiimwe, your host, as always. Today, I'm going to be talking about lung cancer. Just passing on a small message about lung cancer. Just like the name lung cancer, it's a type of cancer that begins in the lungs. Lungs are just two spongy organs. They are around the chest. And these lungs help us take in oxygen when we breathe in and release carbon dioxide when we breathe out. Those are lungs. So this cancer begins in the lungs. Lung cancer does not have very specific symptoms. I mean to say, symptoms of lung cancer can be non-specific. Lung cancer may not even produce noticeable signs in the early stages, and many people aren't diagnosed until the disease has advanced. So what does this mean? For me, this means prevention is actually better than cure, because someone can actually have lung cancer but without signs until it is at an advanced stage that it can be detected. Lung cancer has some causes. And smoking cigarettes is the main cause of cancer. In other words, when someone smokes cigarettes contain certain compounds that actually damage the DNA. And if the DNA is damaged, so we are going to have cells in the lungs having to overgrow and outgrow and lead to cancer. By the way, lung cancer is of majorly two types: the non-small cell lung cancer and the small cell lung cancer. So it all depends on the type of cancer someone has, whether it is the non-small cell lung cancer, which grows slowly and it can take about 2 or 1 year for the symptoms to manifest. But the small cell lung cancer takes only months for symptoms to manifest. So some possible symptoms that can tell that one has cancer: someone coughs, and the cough usually has blood. Then one may also experience chest pain. This chest pain is because the lungs are in the chest region. So if of course there's a tumor growing, there will be chest pain. Then also there's wheezing. The wheezing is because of the mass that is growing in the airway. This mass is like, let me say, a lump. Yeah. So there's also difficulty in breathing as the cancer is at an advanced stage. Then also sometimes there could be loss of appetite, feeling weak because of this lung cancer. So one thing we should know is that there are risk factors of people that can actually attain the cancer, and majorly smokers, that is both the primary smokers and secondary smokers, are both at a risk of getting the non-small cell lung cancer, and actually the risk increases for the non-smoker. So if it increases for the non-smoker, one, it is important for you and me to make sure that we are not smoking. So I advise that if someone has never smoked, don't smoke. And if someone is smoking, please quit smoking. Then also, if you have a neighbor that is smoking, avoid second-hand smoke. Then another risk factor is for the miners. And miners, these are people that work in stone quarries. Then also people who live in houses made of asbestos, or people who work in asbestos companies. All those people are prone to suffering from the non-small cell lung cancer. It's because these people have been exposed to harmful chemicals that accumulate in the lungs. And also risk factors is people that get exposed to carcinogenic compounds. Yeah. So with lung cancer, basically how someone tells that you have lung cancer, it's first mainly the symptoms that should manifest. But like I said, it takes a long time for the symptoms to manifest. So of course, since the symptoms take long to manifest, it's better for one to actually prevent and avoid all that. Avoid smoking, avoid being a secondary smoker, avoid asbestos, carcinogenic compounds, and all that. Then for the diagnosis, sometimes the CT scan will give information about any abnormality in the lungs. Then also maybe a biopsy is taken to assess the condition of the cells, so that the condition is assessed under microscope to check for any cancer signs. Yeah, so if someone is detected with that cancer, the person has to be treated. But treatment depends at what stage has the cancer been detected. Now, if the lung cancer, like the non-small cell lung cancer, is detected very early, the main treatment is surgery, whereby the affected area is removed or the whole lung is removed. However, if it is not detected early, treatment is chemotherapy and radiation. Then also the cancer can be treated by targeted therapy in form of tablets or injections. However, the chances of curing this type of cancer, lung cancer, are few. And the chances of actually curing the non-small cell lung cancer are actually very few. Unlike the small cell lung cancer, which can be treated, and if detected early, even without surgery, this cancer can actually be cured. Dear listeners, I would like to inform you that there is no way to prevent lung cancer, but you can only reduce the risks of getting a cancer. How do we avoid it? Don't smoke. If you have never smoked, don't start smoking. Avoid second-hand smoking. Avoid exposure to carcinogens. Eat a diet full of fruits and vegetables. Exercise most days of the week. Quit smoking. And also, make sure that your home is smoke-free. Thank you for listening. Let's ensure to prevent and protect ourselves than wait for the cure.